Would you be okay with your friend doing business with your enemy?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I can't go to the Max B party because you're my friend. Yeah.
Man, this whole situation looking wild right now. Either this is the sharpest podcast rollout anyone ever pulled off, or somebody working at the Let's Rap About It podcast better start clearing out their locker tonight. Ain't no way this wasn't mapped out because the timing is just too perfect. Just last week, Milo refused to show up to Max B's welcome home celebration out of respect for his bond with Jim Jones, and the internet went into full detective mode. Then out of nowhere the very next day, Dave East slid into Max's dinner like it was the most regular thing ever. Smiling, chilling, acting like the whole room wasn't thick with tension.
Yo, East, I heard some shit. About you on the internet. About me too, man. I heard you got kicked. What they say?
That moment alone had the streets talking nonstop. Some people jumped online saying Dave East was moving disloyal, while others were defending him heavy, saying Dave had no reason to get dragged into someone else's issues. Folks were posting things like, Dave did records with Max B, he cool with him, and honestly, they weren't wrong. Dave never had problems with Max, so skipping a dinner he was personally invited to wouldn't have made sense. And trust me, Dave East made it clear he wasn't sweating nobody's drama. He wasn't feeding into the online chaos. He knew he was cool with Max B. He knew he was cool with the people around Max, and he knew they were all probably gonna cross paths again that same weekend anyway, and that's exactly why Dave laid out his dinner fit like it was the first day back at school. This man showed up ready to make a statement. He kept telling people straight up, he already knows how this rap world moves. One week everybody yelling across the internet, and the next week they right back shaking hands like nothing ever went down. And the only one who ends up looking clueless is the person who picked a side too quick. He'd been saying that nonstop, and he wasn't wrong. Then yesterday, that brand new podcast episode leaked, and whoever leaked it knew exactly what they were doing because the audio was wild. They dropped it at the perfect moment.
I didn't even remember. This was crazy. That's what they told me. The internet kicked you off.
I can't rap about it no more.
Well, people don't know. You see, both of us have different opinions, and I think it's dope that because I always feel like two things can be true at the same time.
Right.
You felt one way, I felt another way.
Right.
You went to the party, but you had already had a conversation with Kyle. Talk about it.
Yeah, I feel like I never was around him, Max. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we had our own relationship through who we know or whatever. And me being around Jim as long as I've been around Jim, and Jim being around my moms and my kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta holler at Capo, like, yo, bro, how you feel about that? Because I got invited directly, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm definitely have that convo with bro before I just pop up and he gotta hear about it. That's just me.
No, it's definitely honoring that, bro. And I think, like I was saying, like me and Fad was talking earlier, as individual men, we don't always have to have the same opinion, right? I felt like because of the relationship I didn't build with Capital over the last 5 or 6 years, that I just felt like it wasn't in me to go stand next to anybody he had an issue with or whatever, because the relationship is strong and it's packed.
Dave East finally broke down his whole reasoning to Mayo and Jim Jones, and he sounded calm but solid, like he meant every single word. Now look, I already know people in the comments gonna crack jokes like, why a grown man asking another grown man for permission to hit a party? But honestly, that's real communication. I respect that heavy.
So, let me explain something to you, David. Mr. David.
Dawood. I'm Dawood on this podcast.
I like that.
It's crazy.
My Muslim brother. Check this out. At the end of the day, I'm a person that your enemies is my enemies, because that's the love that I got for you. If we like that, then I'm gonna take on whatever it is that you got going on. Then I gotta feel the same way. If everybody don't come from that world, that's the world I come from. So what I'm saying is, I wouldn't was congregating with my enemies.
Right.
I would not be okay, because you know why? I wouldn't do the same. I would not do the same.
I respect you for that.
I'd rather someone keep it honest and tell me straight up, I know you don't rock with this person right now, but they got hookah, they got bottles, there's a whole vibe, and I'm sliding. That's real grown energy right there. If you see them shaking hands or saying, welcome home, you can't act shocked. They already told you. I don't know what Jim Jones truly feels deep down about all this, but you still gotta salute Dave East for not picking sides like some rookie trying to impress the crowd. And let's keep it real, this is perfect content for his podcast. He knows the whole internet is waiting to hear exactly what he says about Max B, and he knows everyone wants to catch the tone in his voice when he finally speaks on it. And this is where everything gets even crazier. In that leaked podcast audio, you can literally hear the whole room go quiet when Dave East starts breaking down how fast the streets flipped on him. 1 minute people cheering him on, and the next minute they calling him fake just because he showed love to Max B. That pressure was hitting him from every angle. Dave explained that the second those photos dropped from Max B's dinner, his phone went off non-stop. People texting him like something serious happened, asking why he pulled up, who invited him, who he sat next to, just hitting him with questions left and right. He said it felt like folks were acting like he betrayed somebody just by showing his face, and he wasn't letting that narrative fly at all. Then he looked at Milo and Jim and told them straight, I'm cool with both of you, and I'm cool with Max.
He was at the Jets game yesterday. Now, Mano, you were there, and people were believing that y'all went together.
Right, absolutely not. I didn't even see him. People got to understand it's an 80,000 stadium.
You know, and the reason why it was such a big deal is because you have
because I
let's
said,
rap about it with Jim Jones.
Right, understand that. I got a relationship with him. So my whole thing is this: I really understand that I don't come from the same world a lot of people come from. If I got a relationship with you that extends past professionalism and it's personal, I'm at your home and I know your parents, right? I just don't feel right if you at odds with somebody else, right? Knowing that we got a personal relationship, going out my way to go congregate or party with them, right? Now, that's a choice. Seeing them somewhere else is not, right? Because two things could be true at the same time. I can respect my relationship that I got with you, but at the same time, it don't mean no disrespect to somebody else. It means that I'm just clear on where I stand.
I'm not burning no bridges for problems that I wasn't even part of. And that line hit the room heavy because everyone knew he was speaking real. He's stuck right in the middle of two different camps, and he's still trying to move like a grown man without getting dragged into old drama. And the wildest part is, Dave said he didn't even think the internet would explode like this. He thought the dinner was gonna stay private until somebody in that room started posting clips like they were working for a gossip page. He said once that happened, he knew he had to face everything head on in the podcast and speak his truth loud. But the moment that had everybody stunned was when Dave East finally revealed what went down before he even stepped into that dinner. He said people around the city were already whispering, trying to act like he was picking sides before he even picked out his outfit. That's how fast things turn when your name is linked to Max B and Jim Jones at the same time.
Because you and Max B were cool before all this.
Yeah, we was cool. He started a lot of people don't know he started his career by coming to Brooklyn to record with us.
Right.
Early on, before his affiliation with Jim Jones. This is a fact.
So what does that mean for that relationship then? Because you guys did have a friendship too.
But it's never been this extensive as the relationship that I got with Capo. Now listen to this. I don't think no man would feel no way up that because it's respect. I'm saying this is a man that I break bread with. We get money together. We got business together. We do family things together, right? So that relationship flourished in the last 5 years to a different level.
Okay.
So that's just the same as mine as me and you, right? Our relationship, I'm at your home. I know your parents. That's a different level of relationship.
Right.
I can't, my principle is not going to allow me to just, go out my way to congregate with people that you feel like you got a problem with, even if I'm not pumping that, even if I think that the problem should be over.
Yeah. Which you do think.
Right, but that's not me. That's not my call.
It's not your call. You would like it to be over, and you
100%.
Yes. Okay.
I would love for all of New York to be
because Max B
aligned.
has said that he squashed things with Jim Jones.
Right.
But Jim Jones has not yet squashed.
But I'm the one that been out here pumping New York Unity for the last 5, 6 years, 7 years or whatever. So I would love if that was a perfect world. But check this out. That's not my call. And I can't tell another man how to handle his issues. All I can do is say, look, this is the side that my relationship flourished on this side.
Dave said he started getting calls from folks telling him, yo, this might cause problems later, right? And he said he just laughed because he wasn't beefing with anybody. He told them straight, I'm showing up to celebrate somebody finally coming home after years inside. And that energy alone had people nervous because they didn't know which direction the story was gonna flip. Then he admitted something that shocked the entire room. He said he walked in expecting maybe a couple cameras, but he did not expect the whole dinner to feel like a full movie set with everyone acting like they were capturing scenes for a documentary. Lights flashing, phones out, people whispering, folks lining up angles like they were filming a whole documentary. Dave said the second he walked in, he knew someone was going to leak something because the vibe felt way too staged to stay private. And when he told Mano and Jim that, they both went quiet because they knew exactly what he meant. Somebody in that room wasn't just celebrating Max B coming home. They were trying to create a moment, and they wanted Dave standing right in the middle of it. At the end of the day, Dave East pulling up to that dinner showed something a lot of people forget. Everybody got to grow up at some point. Nobody out here is trying to fight, nobody is trying to lose their freedom, and nobody is trying to throw away their life over old issues. Most of these grown men are stepping into their 40s and 50s now, and the history they carry shouldn't control their entire future. And for real, if Jim Jones could make peace with French Montana after everything that went down, then there's no reason he can't eventually sit down with Max B too. It might take a minute, but trust, that moment is definitely coming. Honestly, I can even picture Max B sliding onto Let's Rap About It sooner than anybody expects, and that episode would shake the whole internet. Jump in the comments and tell me what you think about Dave East giving Jim the heads up. Was it solid or unnecessary? And make sure you like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment on the MicTrip channel. Smash that like button, help push this video through the algorithm, and keep the conversation alive. Thanks for tapping in.